My sister stole my wedding dress, and it ruined my family forever. The story. I never thought something as simple as a wedding dress would be the thing that destroyed my family. But here we are. Let me start from the beginning. I'm Rachel, 28, and I have an older sister named Megan, 31. Growing up, Megan was always the golden child. She was the pretty one, the smart one, the one everyone fawned over. I was the quieter, more reserved kid, and as we got older, she became this almost untouchable figure in our family. She was also the first to get married, to have kids, and basically the first to do everything. I've never had an issue with that, at least not consciously. I figured everyone has their own timeline, right? I wasn't jealous of her. I was happy for her. Fast forward to my engagement. I got engaged to Matt, 30, the love of my life. We'd been dating for 4 years, and I was over the moon. I was especially excited about my wedding dress shopping. I had always dreamed of it. I had a vision in my mind of what I wanted, classic, elegant, but with a touch of modern flair. My best friend Sophia and my mom Debbie were going to be my shopping partners. But the second I started talking about my dress, Megan got weird. Not outright rude, but you could feel the tension. She'd make these passive-aggressive comments like, "I hope you're not picking something too expensive," or "I wonder how long that style will stay in fashion." I brushed it off, thinking she was just being her usual self. But deep down, I was starting to feel like she was threatened. We went wedding dress shopping in early January. I found the perfect dress. It was everything I had imagined. The designer was known for making timeless, elegant gowns that still felt modern. I loved it, my mom and Sophia loved it, and I was so excited to say yes to the dress. But here's where everything went wrong. 3 weeks before my wedding, I found out Megan had bought the exact same wedding dress. No, this wasn't some coincidence. She'd gone to the same boutique, and the second I had told her about my dress, she'd secretly gone behind my back and purchased it. Not just a similar one, the exact same gown in the exact same size. She even sent me a picture of herself wearing it, saying, "Isn't it funny how similar our tastes are?" Like it was some harmless joke. I was furious. My first reaction was to call her and demand an explanation. She denied everything at first, laughing it off like I was overreacting. But when I sent her the screenshot of the dress she had bought, she finally admitted it. Her exact words? "Well, I just liked it so much. I figured I'd wear it at my next event." What's the big deal? The big deal was that I was about to get married, and my sister was trying to steal the spotlight. I couldn't understand how she could do this to me, and honestly, I couldn't believe she thought it was okay. The worst part? It wasn't just the dress. Megan had been subtly trying to take control of my wedding in other ways. She had told my mom she was planning to host the bridal shower, without asking me. She had invited people from the family I hadn't planned to invite. And she was even trying to dictate the guest list for the rehearsal dinner. She wanted to help so much, but it felt like she was just taking over, overshadowing every part of the process. That was the straw that broke the camel's back. I sat my mom down and explained everything. I was heartbroken. My mom was on my side, but she kept telling me, "Rachel, it's just a dress. Let it go. It's not worth losing your relationship with your sister over." But it wasn't just the dress. It was the betrayal, the jealousy, and the fact that Megan had zero regard for my feelings or my special day. I spent days crying, second-guessing everything, and wondering if I should just call off the wedding. The night before my wedding, things got worse. Megan came to my house, uninvited, demanding to borrow the dress for her upcoming charity event. I lost it. I told her to leave. She begged me to get over it and don't make a scene, but by then, I was done. I called Matt, told him everything, and he was just as shocked as I was. That night, I made the decision that Megan would not be at my wedding. Not as my maid of honor, not as a guest, not at all. She was excommunicated. The wedding was the best day of my life. But it also felt incredibly empty without my sister there. Family members tried to guilt-trip me, especially my mom, who said I was being too harsh. My aunt even tried to convince me that it was just a fashion mishap and that I was blowing things out of proportion. But I knew that my sister's actions went deeper than that. It wasn't just the dress, it was everything. Her need to control, her need to be the center of attention, and the complete lack of respect for me. After the wedding, Megan refused to speak to me. Weeks went by, and I was flooded with messages from relatives telling me that I should apologize. But here's the thing, I couldn't. Not because I didn't want to, but because I didn't believe she understood what she'd done. She wasn't sorry. She had no real remorse for her actions. And to this day, she's never truly apologized. It's been 8 months since my wedding. My relationship with Megan is non-existent. We don't speak, and honestly, I don't know if I ever want to rebuild that bond. I feel like she's crossed a line that can't be uncrossed. I don't need someone who would try to sabotage my happiest moment in my life. So I ask you all, was I wrong? Should I have forgiven my sister? Thanks for listening to my story. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content.